All right. So big win for the Reggaeboyz. Huge win for the Reggaeboyz. Put them in a good position now to advance to be at the top of the group. No, I think we're still at the top of the group, but it's a big win. Now we have 80 coming up. But let's just run through this game in perspective. I strongly believe that the first half was not a good first half from the Reggaeboyz. It was scrappy here and there, and then now a lot of dominance where the Grenada team is concerned. Initially, I do think that the Grenada gave the Reggaeboyz a very good run for the first half, a really good run for the first half. They put us under pressure. Now, fortunately, we scored 2 goals early in the first half. Before the first half finished, Grenada got back a goal, which kind of made the game a little bit edgy. For the last 10 minutes of the game, from about 35 minutes on to the 45th minute, you can clearly see that Grenada was definitely a better team. They put out some pressure on us. You know, it was a bit cagey. It was a bit cagey and edgy for the Reggaeboyz supporters. Anyways, people, please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. Now, we were the better team, quality-wise. You can see that we have more quality players on the pitch. Certainly, these are aspects of football that we have to look at, and these are things that we have to understand. But in the same sense, I do understand and looking at... give me a second, people. Alright, so sorry about that, people. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I do think that holistically, the first half kind of make it a bit edgy. Not necessarily, it wasn't 100% edgy, but the first half really did do that. Now, second half, 3 changes, change the complex of the game. Latibody coming off, Lambert coming off, Daniel Johnson coming on, and Kira Anderson coming on. Beautiful performance from Anderson, I have to say. Brilliant. He looks like a gem. He really looks like a gem. And also Tavan Gray coming off and Lemby Kisa coming on. Tavan Gray was having a horrid time down on the right back position. The wingers from Grenada, they were really ripping us to shred. Really putting us to cush. And you know, Lemby Kisa come face me side too. I don't know who should about him. Dash Lemby Kisa. Anyways, so holistically, game continues. We get more goals. Demar Gray put himself on the score sheet. Bobby put himself also on the score sheet. Looking good. The first 2 goals were from, and I think that holistically, you can see some individual good performances, but collectively, I don't think that we played collectively good enough. But it's a work in progress. Coach wants to see a few more players. Liam Billy came on. I didn't like what I see. The strap around his foot. He was walking and moving around a bit gingerly. I didn't really like that, honestly. This would be a good time to just give the youngster in Dujan Richards the opportunity to go out and express himself. I honestly thought that. So we're gonna bring on the panelists now. Shav, big up yourself, Shav. Your name mute, man. I mean never the bring across.
No man, I tell you to mute the microphone.
Why am I mute the microphone?
Brother, you don't know what can I say. I know Tina.
Oh no man, no. Me the mute I just this StreamYard microphone never mute man.
Brother, me hear everything conversation with upon the phone.
Yeah, me know, but me I said the YouTube one was mute.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
the YouTube one was mute. People, big up yourself. Welcome again, people, to the post-match reaction. We're going to look at the performance. We're going to make an assessment of the performance. Each individual performance, we're going to break down the performance. We're going to talk about how well each player performed. First, we're going to run through some of the individual aspect of the game. We're also going to run through the statistic, the data. We're going to look at how things changed from the first half to the second half. Vast difference from the first half to the second half. And maybe you'd say that the second half performance was significantly better than the first half performance. So everybody in the comment section, please don't forget to hit the like button. Lotstar said can't celebrate counter-attacking football. Man Salad Bailey LOL. Natnil said you said poor game, good result. I can't really deny that. I have to say
ugly loss is better than a pretty win.
Makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Anyways, people in the comment section. Shav, what do you think about the game in context though?
It wasn't a game that, based on the opposition, it wasn't a game I would say, yo, alright, the opposition should have been. The score doesn't reflect the game itself, basically.
So basically,
when you hear
the scoreline flattered us.
Yeah, the scoreline flattered us a lot, to be honest. So, it was you see, we took our chances when we did get our opportunities. We did take majority of them, because I think the graphic just showed that we had 5 shots on target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we scored 4 of them. So it showed that we took our chances, which is good, but it wasn't something to say that. As watching as Jamaican fans,
mm-hmm.
It was a bit nerve-wracking, especially in the first half. In the first half, we were all wondering if Grenada would come back in the game in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to give the coach credit. He saw where the changes needed to happen, and he made the necessary changes.
Mm-hmm.
He started out with 2, as what you said before the game started. He's basically playing with 7 defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it, and you could have seen it. Like, we didn't have anybody to fully transition the ball going forward. Despite us scoring the 2 goals,
mm-hmm.
you could see that from the midfield to transition the ball going forward, it was always a challenge.
Yeah.
We stood tall, we scored 2 goals, which was good. But in the second half, with the inclusion of Daniel Johnson, you could see where progression. We were carrying the ball a lot. We came into the game. Introduction of Kirai Anderson,
mm-hmm.
brilliant introduction as well. He had an opportunity to score as well. Unfortunately, he didn't. But for me, I said it wasn't the best performer, but it's something that we can look off. There's one thing though I would have to be a bit critical of the coach of though, and I possibly will say it to him as well. I think the risk, Leon, I don't know, Leon was moving a bit gingerly.
Mm-hmm.
And with his injury record, I don't think it was a wise decision to put, especially with the field, because from a distance, the field looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But when you zoom into the field, you can see that the pitch itself is not the best. And if Leon is indeed carrying a knock, I don't think it was wise to have brought him onto that particular game. But yeah, I'm happy for the 3 points. I think we have qualified for the next round now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for the next game to solidify first place.
All right, so we could just run through some of the statistics. Cataract coming on back. Big up again, Cataract, for coming on. Massive respect. I don't look like you freeze. I leave the place now. Cataract, what your assessment?
Brother.
Give me before you shoot. Give me assessment of the first half and then your assessment of the second half.
Okay.
Yeah, man, everything go. So, this is what I'm going. A good game for Jamaica. 3 points. 3 points. 3 goal difference. No injuries. You can't ask for anything else. I think that is as best as is possible. Don't make me not talk. The performance, I don't think, matched the result because for long periods of the game we were really average, to be honest. But the introduction of
Hold on, Nikita. I'm gonna cut you. MG, scroll along again to the base of the screen. But there's something about yellow card suspension.
Me no know.
Scroll along to the base of the screen,
Me
man.
see, that me there. Nicholson. Me no understand
Red
about that.
card suspension.
Me no understand about that.
Cataract. Somebody did get card?
No man, we never go pay them mind because
card?
that's not correct man. Cause see them have all Theodore Whitmore as the head coach same way, so now go pay them mind. Me continue. Continue Cataract.
so yes. So I don't know why I interrupt the general. So as I said, 3 points, 3 goal difference, no injuries, no cards that I note. As best as possible result you could ask for. It didn't match the performance. I thought at times we were very average. Lazy is the word that I would use. Lackadaisical in some cases. And I think we took the opponent Grenada simple. It just goes to show you in Concacaf, if you take somebody simple, they will run up on you.
Bust your face.
Almost could have tried to take your 2 points. I don't think they could have beaten us. But I think if they had scored that goal and Jamali Wade hadn't made that fantastic save, we'd have been having some different discussions right now.
With a cuss.
So,
With a cuss.
right? So I think the introduction of Kieroy Anderson, John Wall, it's been a long time coming, sir. So the joke is on you. Okay? Good. So when you see me, you owe me a drink. You thought you were funny when I told you that this youth's been a long time coming. Really good debut. For the young man, it's half a thing. I would just advise other people who come on YouTube and act like them know everything with them ball head. Go watch the play then before you talk. Kieroy Anderson is a midfield destroyer. He's not a progressor of the ball or no creative player. He breaks up play. He tries to get the ball into transition quickly. He covered and worked well with Dexter Lembekisi, and they sort of covered each other when they made any mistake. And they're youngsters, so you have to, if you bring young players in, you have to expect that there'll be a mistake or two in there. Man of the match, definitely Michael Hector. So I don't know what the haters were saying. Not my player, but got to give Jack his jacket. He's been out of the thing since what? About 2 years now, 2021 Gold Cup. And just step right back in. I've been saying for all that time, if you remember military, Michael Hector is a centre back.
Yeah, man.
Why we have masquerade him as a CDM and destroyed his career.
Yeah, and get beaten for
destroyed the man's career.
Years he might get beaten in that centre back role. For years.
Right? I do believe that much kudos has to go out to Jamali Wade. And also I think to Bobby Reed, who he fluffed an easy chance in the first half and put his name on the score sheet, but I think he had a difficult task of captaining what I would call a ragtag army. Not irregular starters. But he sort of dragged them along, and then they got to where they were going. So you can't
complain.
Frowns,
Yeah.
So that's my thing. That.
All right, bless up for that. 3 points is very, very important. High fly, low. 3 points is always really important. No, we might could just run through the statistics first. Really and truly, if I'm being honest, I do believe that the 4 goals kind of flattered us. If I'm being honest, the four goals kind of flattered us a bit. Match statistics, Grenada had 9 corners, we had 2. They had 7 shots on target, we had 5. That's go to show how we were efficient we were. In total ball possession, they had 57%. We have 43 attack, 109 attack to them, 97 to us. And why this thing gonna keep on a move, man? Attack, move, brother. And me I try to find something back, people. You know why I keep on a move? Oh, yeah, it's there. Sorry.
Why are you trying to find that military? If we are being outpossessed by Grenada,
That not look good.
true.
That not look good.
Nope.
Here we go now.
Stop
Dangerous
right.
attack. 83.
Right.
83
And if we are being
compared to
out
63.
cornered, that means that they were enjoying possession in our final third.
All right, so
Too much.
So
too much possession.
in total they had like, let me see what shots they had. They had in total, that's 13 shots. No, that's 13 shots, and we had 12. They had 8 shots off target. We had 5. They had we had 8 shots off target. They had 5 off target. They had 7 on target. We had 5 on target. So technically, it's small margins, and it just fortunate so that we were more clinical. Now the question is, what if we weren't that clinical? If this game is draw, me can tell us that Jamaican people are upset. So the goals them, which is very important, I have to say, very important. No, when I ask you a question, Shav. Do you think that dominating a team, possession, out shooting them, all that kind of something there, is a testament to your team play better than the next team?
Alright, so it's kind of a tricky answer because if you dominate a team, it means that you outplayed them.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know at the end of the day, the most important thing in any sport is the final result.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be dominated for 90 minutes, but you don't score one. For example, the one World Cup, both Brazil and France, they outplayed us, but they didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
So we had on paper, we went through Brazil. So is it that we are a better team than Brazil?
Mm.
Or is it just that the result favored us?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tricky thing to say because Grenada, they played better than us, especially in the first half. The second half, we came back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
You saw where the changes were made, and it did impact the game. Our midfield was more solidified. We were keeping the ball more. So, but in your original, I can't answer it, to be honest, because even with my team, my club team, City, we dominate teams, but we lose some games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of tricky in that retrospect, to be honest.
I think that we were just more clinical than them. I thought that they created a lot of problems for us, and just that our clinical edge put us ahead of them. In context though, the win is very important. Getting the 3 points on board, scoring a goal is very important. That's the reason why we have high level players. But when in regards to playing the football, should we be playing better than how we play today, especially versus a lower level opponent? Even though we never started the best starting lineup, wasn't it still good enough to play a more possessive, a more demanding, and a more possession based game over the Grenada team based off of the starting lineup we put out? You shall.
Lockstar Buick. No, I just Lockstar Buick. You need to apologize to the man. But you still don't like the man. The man don't put it under pressure. And if you apologize to the man, brother.
Who that?
But the brother when you say Hector don't play good, my friends, he come back and talk about Hector again.
Mm-hmm.
See him admit it. I just like him not like Hector.
Okay.
Don't worry, man. I'm going to message Hector and make him know so him to stop taking people girl. So yeah, I make him know. But for me, the whole it was a very, the first half was extremely terrifying. It was terrifying. I was literally I wonder if Grenada literally come back and equalize family.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. Because they at one point in time, me and MG there on the joke for Barcelona when I play games. They looked confident on the ball. They made us look like we were Grenada and they were Jamaica. They had all the Premier League players, and we had the National League players. But I'm glad the coach noticed the issues and he did rectify it to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the only criticism the main criticism for this game was putting on Bailey.
Charles Brahma said we played a dominating game. We won 4-1 with a line and sub which haven't played together. With a back line and sub who haven't played together. How much do we want? Now, Charles Brahma, I understand where you're coming from. I do believe that we didn't dominate the game. In the second half, we played better in the second half, but still, in context, didn't dominate the game. If you let's look at the underlying numbers. The underlying numbers, besides the goal scored, would have shown that they were the better team. Now, the goal is what separates us, and the goal is what won us the game. But the question is, these underlying numbers, can we go up against better opponents with these underlying numbers? Because if we go up against better opponents with these underlying numbers, we stand a huge chance. We stand a huge chance of losing the game. Rob Smith said football don't play one way. Possession alone don't dictate who play better. We created better chances. That's why we were more clinical. Alright, fine. We agree, so we created better chances. They had more shots on goal. They had more shots on target as well. Possession, as I said, fine possession don't win ball game. They had more corners. And really and truly, let me say we can go up on something to score. Let me say we can go up on we can get the amount of chances created in the game. No, this not show me. Really and truly, I think that they created some really good goal scoring opportunities. And the keeper have to jump up big. And the keeper had to jump up big. Our chances were literally the first goal I was score. The first goal I was score was from a set piece, right? First goal was scored from a set piece. The second goal, counter attack. Williams played through Boza. Second goal, counter attack, Demari Gray. Third goal, quick transition, Bobby Reed. Now, yes, we created chances. We created fairly good chances and we were clinical. But not because we created more chances and not because we were more clinical necessarily means that we played better. And football is a game of scoring goals, yeah. But not because you score a goal means you actually play better. Lulu said, Shane Billy said, 80 a smile now because them are going to pressure wing of them bad. Around Smith said our chances were clear. Three of goals were 1-on-1 with the keeper. 3 of them. 2 of them. Shaman Nichols one. He beat the defender for slot the one there in. The first one was a set piece from the corner where the first one he head off a line and then Romario Williams followed through. The second one, the third one now, I think he was Demar Gray. 1v1, slotted for corner. Last one, 1v1, slotted for corner. So the last two goals were actually 1v1.
And to be honest, MG, the last 2 goals, even though they were 1v1, Demar Gray used this space to outrun the defender. And then it was brilliant by Daniel Johnson.
Play the ball over the top, catch the defense, lock.
Play the ball over, catch the defense on the platform.
No, the thing is, Rob Smith. I understand where I come from. Say you don't have to play this possession-based football for win games. I mean, not say play possession-based football for win games. And what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, Rob Smith, I'm not saying that we have to play possession-based football to say we play football. I'm speaking about how we play in total, in context. How we play today, we can't play USA, so. We can't play Mexico like that. We just can't do it. If we do that, we are going to be in big problems. We're going to be in big problems. The amount of chance that we got versus Grenada, I'm not sure we're going to get that amount of chances versus these big teams. Charles Bama said the young boy, I don't know his name, his first game playing for Jamaica. And you see he was class. He was very good. Anderson was really, really good. Like a gem. We found a gem just like how we found Lemby Kisa. Found Whisper. We have found some really, really good gems at this age. Lobstar said you can't play stuff really. I just let me tell you. This is my perspective. I can be wrong, Rob Smith. Because remember I'm not really bright when regards to football. But from what I see, I can't see us playing football like that versus these big teams. The amount of good opportunities Grenada get, you know. Remember say the one that's on the clear off a line after the defender pass back the ball, cut with two open, and the striker kick it and Sidney save it. Jamal Wade save it and kick it out, and the striker follow through with the next kick and he deflected. When we were under pressure. So these are all aspects of football we have to look on. Yeah, I know so we're not go perfect, but I do believe that we have to play a bit better. And this is something that I don't know where I say it. We've been saying that we need to play better for a long while now. Because if we want to compete, remember saying to people, a World Cup we say we want to go, you know. No. If we be honest with yourself, a World Cup we say we want to go. And in the qualifiers, we'll look on Panama. We'll look on Haiti again. We're going to look at USA. We're going to look at Mexico. Well, them teams are
No. They won't be.
Yeah, they're not going to play.
US and Mexico.
Alright, so
US and Mexico now.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're going to play Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras, El Salvador,
Guatemala, Haiti.
Possible Puerto Rico. Play Puerto Rico?
Yeah, we play Puerto Rico.
Possible.
They were a good squad.
Yeah. And these teams are better teams than Grenada. And if Grenada can play against us like this, with this aura and dominance, and little to no fear, imagine with those teams. We are never going to dominate possession against Mexico or USA. That's not who we are. Ball don't play one way. We could have definitely played better. That's the only aspect I'm talking about, Rapsid. I agree. I keep on, every time you say me agree with you, say ball don't play one way. Every time you say it, Rob Smith, me agree. You see, last part of what you just said a while ago, we could have definitely played better. That is what I talk about. We could have definitely played better. At least limit them opportunities. At least nullify some aspect of them dominance. You see, man, they have a wing back them. If man, they have a wing back them a dance. The man, they take a wing back to party. Man, they take a wing back them to party.
The man can Leon Bailey and go give Burger King go give him a salad.
The man that run Tavon Gray to wreck. Bailey, come on, go salad. Go and sit down. Go and have a seat.
Brother, the man can Leon go Burger King go buy him a salad, brother. The man come on the field, the man go buy him a salad.
Rebel Art said Grenada lost. Why not talk, sir? Listen, I'm not talking bad. I'm very, very good about the win. I'm speaking about going further. I'm speaking about the performance. Rebel Art. Because screenshot this comment right now. And if we play against Haiti and don't have a good performance, and we can't show you it, how you going to defend yourself? Remind us, we're look forward to go play. I come the ball, we're going to look playing the people.
Alright.
Hold on.
MG.
Chef, hold on. People, want to understand this. This Nation League we play for is for us to qualify to play Copa America. Brazil.
True.
Uruguay. Argentina. Colombia.
Bolivia.
But listen, when you feel like say a Suriname and Haiti and Grenada and Trinidad we are going to play against?
Yeah, MG. You see, this
Rebel said we dominated Haiti and then boss we lace. And we're lucky we draw. We dominated Haiti? A different game I watch Rebel.
No.
Rebel, I was at the game myself. You only left me do I go kick it by myself. And the fans them I could get back in that game.
MG. You see, when you see a while ago, it reminded me of a comment that I made in the World Cup qualifiers. You remember the game against Honduras, Honduras, and we win 1-0? We did it on Formula show at the time. I said to Formula, say that 3 points here could have potentially make we lose 15 points. And Formula said to me, say, you don't understand what I mean. No, him say him understand what I mean, but other people are saying them not overstand what I mean. I mean, I say, we won the game, but did we play good?
True.
Because that 3 points that we gain, make we keep Tapper. Whereas potentially if we had gotten rid of Tapper, if we lost the game and potentially Tapper was replaced, we would have potentially have something else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a point where MG make a while ago. You probably win a game, but the team is not playing good. But when you play the better oppositions, you're going to be showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game we win against Honduras, look how much games we play after that. Remember when people talk and say, yo, stop watching the performance and the result is important.
And that me keep on hearing. So the result is more important than the performance.
And then everything after that, lose, draw.
Rebel Art said winning is a mentality. No matter how we win, we must keep winning. But you know how you win games, Rebel? By performing well. You have to perform well. If you want to have a winning mentality, you must be performing well. Rob Smith said, no, I disagree with you. We control the game versus 80. 80 caught us on the counter with 2 mistakes by Low. Rob Smith, well, if you disagree, no problem, but I don't agree with that. I was at the game. I watched the game with my 2 year them. And the amount of time 80 could have bust your head. But they just never clinical enough. The amount of and both of us, that's a whole chance. Winning is very good. It's Man United fan from Beckham's time said it's a results business. I agree it's a results business. But you know why Manchester City is so good? It's not just Manchester City just turn up and get the result anywhere. They turn up with a strategic manner in how to get the result. They turn up by nullifying the opponent and dominating the opponent. Yes, 1 and 2 times they will lose. The best teams in the world, 99% of the times, they dominate their opponents, and that is how they win game consistently. The more opponents they dominate, the higher chance of winning.
True.
If you're going to one game and you toss a coin and the coin is 50-50, you don't know what's going to happen there. But if you go there and the coin have 3 heads and 1 tail, or 2 heads and 1 tail, you have a stronger chance if you are the head. Because it's one of 2. Charles said we are just getting the right pieces, trial and error. Remember, most other teams don't have our luxury of players, so we gotta find the right pieces and keep them coming. Keep them together is the key. I don't disagree with that. I agree with that. But all I'm saying is, I'm continue to say it. Our performances are very, very concerning. Results, no, I'm happy for it because at the end of the day, even on the topper, we not lose against Grenada. Even on the topper, we get good results. Even on the other coach that play against Grenada, we not lose. We have only lost once. But my concern is the performance. I knew we were going to beat Grenada. My concern is the performance.
Because basically people, if Grenada, who we perceive as not being a high quality opponent, if they were able to play like that against us in the first half, what would that more quality team do to us? Colombia. Is it that you guys are okay with Jamaica parking a big JUTC in front of the goal? I will score 1 and shut it down. If I that to no one, then like what happened at the World Cup, then fine.
And then when the girl them doing we face good opponent, no, what we do?
And that the girl them doing a World Cup in them, and if nobody realize that.
That's what they did.
Them park 2 JUTC and then
the big yellow bus.
Them park the big JUTC and then take the tire them off.
Rob Smith said this is international football. Take your eyes off Man City. International football is a pickup game. It will never look the same. Oh, so like when Mexico play against when the Mexico have 70% possession and flag we have 5, ball we have 5 park. Why do you think we don't beat Mexico for so long? When we even have we have quality on the pitch as well. But because they're so consistent, they're so cohesive, they're so organized in how they play such good football. It's hard for we beat them. Because we now play good football. If we can't string 4 passes together, how we'll score. If we're lucky enough to counter attack and get a goal, then we're going to pull you apart consistently over and over again.
Alright.
I have a question. I was wondering why this coach don't start Daniel Johnson?
No, maybe Morrison my ball them for the final games them, I don't know.
every game from every game from since Gold Cup.
Every girl since Gold Cup. Yeah, that is true. We haven't really seen a consistent game from them time. A consistent team.
You know, MJ, you know, I'm gonna make a comment on this.
What?
I realize a lot of persons come in and show up and them ask. They're more concerned about schoolboy football more than the national team.
No man, no. Make it say, man, schoolboy football show will start after this, man. Remember, say these are the
No,
odds
and that, you know.
No, well, the thing
And
is,
the
you know,
fact
you
say-
understand. These are the odds of normal do schoolboy football show. So me them ask if none of go on.
No, man. It's basically the man that tell you, say, member say a schoolboy show for this up, we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
The fact I second time this, me see it now.
You can't beat them on that. Cause same thing Reggaeboyz fan they do when me do schoolboy football show. I same thing.
Boy, I don't know what's about.
I
I can put no other football over national team.
I same thing Reggaeboyz fan they do me.
I can't do that. I can't put no other football over a national team. Not even City. I can't put over a national
But
team.
well, you have to understand that enough people don't care about the national team. I'll say go. And then enough people.
So why them a criticize?
No man, enough of them not critical. They don't care. But tell them about them schoolboy team and we can't tell us them rush you. But I say apartheid, man. Anyways,
I kind of find that as a problem still.
I say go man, apartheid man. Remember say we have to understand everybody have them preference. People, let me tell you something, people. Me know no found say boy MG, this might sound quite negative. I am for one, I am concerned. I'm very, very concerned. And when might say boy MG Shane said scuba football match nicer, much more entertaining. Shane, you see that? See people had fire teeth there. I'm concerned. And only can say boy I'm negative, I only can say this or that. I'm concerned because I for one, me not say we must play like prime Barcelona. Me not say if we play like prime Barcelona. I make 7,000 passes in one game. I'm not saying that I create 500 chances in one game. I'm not saying that. I'm speaking about just general basic underlying metrics of performances. At least we can nullify weaker opponents. We must can dominate weaker opponents. We play against weaker teams, we must can dominate. Remember, I know, when Trinidad came to Jamaica, I know. How much you give Trinidad in a Gold Cup?
4-0. 4-0.
Good. When Trinidad come at Jamaica, and we draw one and lose one. And people say, all right, MG, don't worry about that rate, because I say go. When we go in a Gold Cup, and we are play, most of the games that we play, we don't really play good. In the early stage, we get some positive results, but technically we don't really play good. There's ifs and buts same way. 1 and 2 players, individual brilliance, them Margaret was on fire. The question I'm going to ask you tonight is, I'm going to ask you this question. So all of you know cost me this or that rate, I'm going to ask you one question. Let me tell you who Rob Smith, I'm going to ask you a question. Rob Smith, who else? I'm going to ask you a question now. Because I did ask the coach a question to you know. Who else? Some of that, I don't remember, some of that Man United fan. What style of play or brand of football did you see Jamaica play since night? What did you recognize? What repetition did you see? What pattern of play did you see where we recognize? You say, that is what we were trying to do. Explain to me exactly what is it that we were trying to do tonight. More explain to me. Did we try sit back and catch them on counter? Did we try mid-block, anything? No man, Rob Smith, Rob Smith, ask that question. Answer that question, please. Charles Brahma said tonight we played from the back or tried. Yeah, but played from the back with what? Doing what? Playing from the back, doing what? Remember saying no, me can't ask, the goalkeeper can pass the ball to the centre back, and the centre back pass the ball to the midfielder. But then what? Giovanni player said we were trying to score. Charles, I say no, playing from the back, then what? Did we see a repetition? I say, alright, so let me give you an idea. Say, Jamal Wade pick up the ball. Immediately, Lemby Keita peel off, go to the far line. And Rob Smith said we play direct football, we play through our wings, where our strengths are. We play through our wings. And most of the time, for we wing back them and defend. Ishmael said we don't care. Score goal, we did that play. Fresh backline, my brother. every week, every time the Reggaeboyz play, we have a different excuse. Say squad not fixed up yet. The squad not ready yet. The players them new. The coach just at work. Every week, you know. Every week we play. After every game day, we have a different something to discuss. Derek said, "MG, you easy for Friday. Every game is different." I agree. But at least we can see some of that. Alright, we can see exactly. Look on today, Grenada. Who can tell me what was consistent about Grenada play today? Who can tell me that? Shav, tell me what was consistent about Grenada play today.
The wing play.
The wing play.
They were consistently going down the wings, attacking our fullbacks and the wingers.
And then the midfield pressing. Mikey Ballin, big up yourself for coming on again. Mikey Ballin.
Yes.
What was consistent from Grenada team today?
No, I'm not talking about Grenada. I'm a Jamaican. Listen, something, MG. We Jamaicans never satisfy. This coach in this team from last year.
Over a year now.
We only lose one competitive game. You know, on the coming like some woman, you know, how much money you get him, they can't satisfy. Excuse me, ladies, but I don't mean all the ladies. Which
was the competitive game we lose?
Mexico.
When that?
The only competitive game we lose is Mexico.
World Cup.
So they are complaining about.
What are our record versus tough teams?
The coach win every competitive game except Mexico.
All right, fine.
Oh, no,
Tell me the teams them will play against.
He has lost a game.
I may ask you, tell me the teams them will play against the competitive games them.
The USA will tie with them.
Two time play USA.
One time we play
One
US.
time, okay.
2 time US. One time US, 2 Mexico.
Draw one and lose one.
And lose one. Yeah.
Right. So therefore, the coach have a great record, competitive game. So what you complain about?
Mikey.
Competitive game we play, we don't tie our win.
Mikey, may I ask you a question? Mikey. What did you see from Jamaica playing tonight? What was your understanding of what we're trying to do?
When the change of meet, when them put in the young youth and Daniel Johnson, the midfield change.
Yeah, but what did we do? We changed, but what did we do?
We control the middle.
We control the middle. Fair enough. Yeah.
In the second half. So what that tells me now, right?
Yeah, but control the middle. But what did we do?
We score 4 goals, brethren.
No, we scored 2 in the second half, man. 2 we scored.
No, sorry, 2
in the first half.
My friend.
But remember, say even though them dominate in the second and first half, no, we scored 2 goals same way.
MG, listen this now. Suppose we play, right? I will make 550 passes. I'll look beautiful. I will lose 2-1. What you say?
No, you see, in that case now, listen to me, I why listen to this keenly now? In that case, I will play pretty and we'll lose same way. The mere fact that maybe can see what we are trying, I'll be disappointed with the loss. I'll be very disappointed with the loss. But when you can see what you're trying, no, let me tell you something. You see, when a team is in the developmental stage, and you can see what they might try, you can say, all right, a year from now, when you get the right receipts and the right players, the right addition to the squad, we can see what we are trying to do.
You notice something?
No, but no, the thing is, no, we still can't identify exactly what we're trying to do.
My good friend, you know there's a different, but 4 different defenders used in this game.
No, Mikey, we have been using this excuse for a long now. Like World Cup, them a player new, that a player new, this a player new.
MG, let me ask you this question. How many times these guys train together? You think? Listen, you see Fulham when play a better game. Any club team when play a better game than Jamaica, even Cavaliers, because the man them train together week after week after.
Is it Jamaica or international teams? Is it Jamaica or international teams?
I just said Cavaliers.
Oh no, what I'm saying is it Jamaica playing like this or just other international teams? Because we can tell us
other international teams play like this too. Because they don't spend a long time together.
Really?
Especially
Spain?
Especially it's a new team. Listen, this is
Brazil.
Brazil have played together a long time. Because Brazil have a core player and they bring in players 1-1, 2-2. Look at this team. Many players on this team don't play 10 games yet.
You know the difference with our team and Grenada team tonight?
Yeah.
The quality that we have individually on the game, on the pitch. That was the difference.
Reggie,
That was the difference. The individual
my friend-
quality that we have. They actually played better. You could clearly see what they were trying to do.
So,
Even
so
though we
you
have
remember
better quality, we couldn't really recognize what is it we're trying to do. All right. Let me tell you something, Mikey.
You know, fire the coach and bring back Whitmore.
Well, listen, me not say that, man. Listen, me I say, Mikey. So, when some watch football, hold on. Mikey, let me tell you, me watch. It's me watch football, so me watch Premier League, right? And me watch schoolboy football, and me watch other teams.
Yeah.
When I say good teams versus weaker teams, so you look on Manchester City versus Brighton. One with superior quality, very good system and structure. Versus, listen keenly now. Versus Brighton.
That is unfair. That's unfair. That is unfair to use Manchester City.
No man, listen to me and say no. No, listen, listen, just listen, please. Just listen, please listen.
Use the next national
versus, use next national team. Good, all right.
Yes.
I'm gonna use Morocco.
Yes. Okay,
so
good.
Morocco versus Spain.
Good anytime.
Morocco versus Spain.
Crappy.
Morocco versus Spain. Spain have more quality individual players, and them have a brand of football, right?
Yeah.
Morocco don't have that high quality players like Spain. They do have quality, but not at Spain level.
Okay.
But Morocco has a system. Listen up, Morocco has a system and a brand of football as well. So guess what? Even though Spain has higher quality players, Morocco was able to be competitive against them because they have a brand of football and a system of football. And despite Spain have much percent possession, it was clear what Morocco was doing. It's evident what they were trying to do. Versus Jamaica versus Argentina. Jamaica versus Brazil. Even though we are a smaller nation, where football is concerned, at least we should be able to recognize what we are trying to do. I can be wrong. Me can 100% be wrong.
Listen, one thing about you YouTubers, you know. No matter what Jamaica doing, you complain. If you win, you complain. If you lose, you complain. If you draw, you complain. So me know what them for do.
Alright, listen to this. So for example, in a Gold Cup, right? Don't we laud them in a Gold Cup? We make be nice. People say to behave. People say to the YouTubers and behave. Jamaica already win the Gold Cup. We make be nice about this, and we say we go on this and we are make nice. We are cheer on the ball them are great, get the biggest welcome, all that ball them get. Even Bailey people live like cost Bailey like that. We just saying if we do better, but we are cheer them on the same way. And we lose. We still end up and lose. But no, remember say next year it's qualifiers we are getting to now. Next year not friendly, not getting a friendly done with it now.
Yeah, but
Mikey.
The coach has searched for players in a bridge.
Mikey, this is
Mikey.
If you don't find the players them now, next year's World Cup qualifiers, he can't search next year. When time we start the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Mikey, I think what MG are trying to say, you know. I don't know if you didn't listen earlier, what MG is trying to say, you know. He's not complaining about the coach, you know.
Yeah.
He's not, all him are trying to say is that the performance of the team.
Yes.
I think it did on Formula show the time when they say it to, you know.
Yes, man.
That 3 points here could have potentially make we lose 15 more. Because we get the result we want, but the performance wasn't good. So when we play a better team, because the performance is not really good, the better team are going to take advantage away. So all MG is trying to say is that the 4-1 was good. We love the 4-1.
But we have to improve the performance.
But what if, alright, let's say the other team, say this was our first game in the group, right? I will have Mexico, US, Canada, Costa Rica,
coming
the
up.
other 4 teams then.
Would you be confident that we can go to those teams and put in a resounding performance again?
Yes, because Jamaica play down to the team them playing.
We play down to everybody?
Them lift them standard when them play against tougher teams.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Listen to this now. You see, after me watch this game, if I was starting a midfield, when I talk about midfield in the Haiti game, my midfield would be Anderson, Daniel Johnson, I have Bobby Reap, because Bobby Reap have to play every game. So that's my midfield right there. So the forward line, because Mikel coming back, Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, and Demari Gray. That's the front 6 right there. So Back four can maybe stay the same. Starting back four can stay the same. Me think say Damian Lowe is numbered because I him make a draw with 82 too, as far as I'm concerned.
Boy, nah, over
You think it's wise to play down? How should so back pan small up and we should not play down, man. We should be dominating, man.
But
well, MJ put in cataract.
Yes, some team does that.
Yeah, man, cataract bless up.
Some team do play down to the start to the team. But take the win and enjoy.
Charles said, what MG, what was the score prediction for tonight's game? My score prediction was, I think, was 3-0. 3-0, me say? Yeah. No, sorry. My apologies. I'm 4-0.
For MG, I think what people are not understanding is the real lesson from this game. Firstly, Mikel Antonio is the man. But when in the other side, we are a wholly, completely different team. Ethan Pinnock is the man. When he's not in the back line, we're not as solid as we'd like to be. Deshaun Bernard is not, is a couple steps down or a few steps down from Ethan Pinnock.
I agree.
It tells when you have Ethan Pinnock is a Premier League defender, Mikel Antonio is a Premier League striker. Right? So those are two important assets to our team. And I think that we have had talk before. I believe that the team can be built around the defensive solidity of Ethan Pinnock and the, I don't know what to call it, of Mikel Antonio. He's just a monster. I was reading where David Moyes had said that West Ham is built around Mikel Antonio. Every player that he buys is to fit in with Mikel Antonio because he tried to replace him with Samaka, and Samaka is back in Italy, and Antonio is still the man there, right? So I believe that we're fortunate to have those two players. On a different level, I think Jamali Waite really, so a lot of respect has to put on his name. He has been called in to deputize, and I don't think there's any time when his game has fallen below par that of Andre Blake. Right? What you did notice is that there were no aimless balls being kicked away.
True.
Right? I don't know if anybody noticed that. And so I think he was a contender for man of the match, if not man of the match, if it hadn't been for a monster game by Michael Hector. So I think there's a lot of pieces are falling into place. If your team has a good goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper, and an excellent backup in the thing like Arsenal, where you have a quarrel about who should start or who should bench, that's always good. And when you get a back pairing, now the real question is to ask. The what if that I would ask is, what if Hector pairs with Ethan Pinnock? Because Damian Lowe is the vice captain, is the team vice captain. And, you know, a lot of things to ask. The midfield conundrum has not been solved. I'm sorry. Because he's insistent on a double pivot, so that means you need a pairing, and we haven't found the pairing. The pairing of Lambert and Latibadir, since the Gold Cup, I've been telling person that it don't work. Latibadir is a defender, and he plays the CDM role like a defender does. The same way that Damian Lowe played it in Japan when Tapa tried him there. The bright spark for today is Kieran Anderson. He not reached grand standard yet, but I can see it in him. I can see it. I can see how Grant was when he was that age, 17 at Chelsea within the Premier League. I see it in him, and I believe he's a long, bright future. CDMs, as you see with Jordan Henderson playing for England, 37 years old, James Milner still in the Premier League. at 39. So he has a long time in Jamaica, unless there's a horrific injury. So I think that's a player that's going to be with us for another 15, 20 years. Kiroy. And with the likes of Brandon Cover and Milano Splatter, and I haven't seen Casanova, really. But Malachi Douglas, you're going to have good competition for places. And the Bicknell, there's a lot of competition for places in that midfield. So, yeah. But it's a win. You take it, you move on. But you can look. I would love to be in that post-match press conference and ask the coach about, because you see, when you one swallow doesn't make a summer. And when I spoke to the coach about the long balls, if you remember in the last interview, he was quick to point out that we had 70% possession against Haiti in the last game at the stadium. Well, that just seemed to be a blip, because here we're right back to playing a lower tier opposition and they having comfortable possession of the football. So I think it remains a problem, the retention of possession. And people hate me for it, but I'm not business. That's why I forever will be calling for Anthony Grant in the team, because that kind of CDM, Isaac Hayden too, and I know that he's moving towards Jamaica, if not well on his way to, right? Those kinds of CDM, Hayden's, your Grants, they hold up the possession in the middle of the park, the same way that Shamar holds it up at the top of the field, and allow the pieces to get into play. So you're just not progressing the ball at a rapid pace and then it coming back at you at a rapid pace. So it is what it is, man.
Stan Kroenke said the coach is playing a very dated formation. Carlos, big up yourself. Under Blake under pressure. JT, I think we said Javon Brown belongs back home. Livingston France said not the very best of match, but a win is a win. Stan Kroenke said, Cataract, talk about players who are here.
Jamali Waite is not here.
No, man.
Michael Hector is not here.
You swing past some names where. You swing.
Oh, you know the man can.
The game changed with the introduction of DJ.
The man program me with it about.
All right,
you understand?
So the thing is, all right. So a lot of persons.
So let me say this.
Well, I catch it. People are saying negative, but really and truly, for me personally, me am one of the most optimistic reggae boy fan. And if me see football, and when me look on football and I don't see at least one standard of football, I can say, all right, we can do something with this. Me I go talk about it. It might sound negative, it might sound this, me I go talk about it. Just the same as when me I make assessment of other teams and me can be honest and say, boy, that team that this a team that the team that this. I think it's just the same. Me can be fair in assessing my own team in the Reggaeboyz and said, we are not playing proper football. Yes, we scored 4 goals today, but in the context of how the game panned out, maybe the 4 goals really flatter the performance. Just maybe. And I can be wrong, you know.
Why you being so concessionary?
Why is that?
We were not 4. The result flattered us.
No, me and them say wrong.
The statistics bear it out.
Rouse says can the man that got goal and assist get a shout out. Him both the game from him, man.
Hold on, there were 2 moments.
Big up yourself, Giovanni. Hold on, Giovanni, give us some. Big up yourself, Giovanni.
Yeah, bro. To be honest, military and self-interpret again.
No, man, that good, man.
Cataract. The truth is, me personally, watch a show as much as possible. Even if I'm coming from work, you do some probably 8 hours ago, 24 hours ago, I try to keep up to date on so. And I can tell you, point blank. Otherwise, from Simon Preston, you're always on point with what you're saying. I just do not believe that persons have the reasonability when it comes to understanding what you're bringing across. Football is not just a one-player sport, it's a team. And if one man don't perform how he or she should perform, the team are going to fail. I mean, they have a striker. First, when we look at it as the striker are the best thing. I mean, look at Manchester United and look at Cristiano Ronaldo around 2007 into 2009. And everybody talk about, oh, this is the biggest side till a lot of wagonists are run towards Manchester United. I, for one, is a Liverpool fan, diehard. And even though it takes us 31 years in order to win the title, well, you can look at it to know that the team was actually building steadily. Now look where Manchester United is. Now, if we jump on the past to look at national teams and so forth, I believe that Jamaica back in the early 2000s was actually playing very well. After 98 World Cup, they were playing pretty well. I always remember this memorable match that I saw with Uruguay versus Jamaica at the National Stadium. Now, you're going to look at players like Micah Hyde. You're looking at players like Ricardo Fuller. That time Fuller was, I think he was playing at Hearts at the time, or Preston, right? And these guys are literally playing football because they want to show, not just to show people, but also show to the world that this small island actually have quality players. Now, a lot of players weren't being distributed or known to be quality players in that time. But yet still you have players like Ricardo B. Gardner, Luton Shelton, Ricardo Fuller, who literally took it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that Fitzroy Simpson is he the only Jamaican that played for Manchester City?
Remember, I think Latiboy come from a Manchester City youth program, I think.
Okay, right? But he's actually the first, right? And I just don't understand. I believe I remember I'm not sure which match you actually videoed in the National Stadium, and you make a very key point. You say, look at person who talk about they love football in Jamaica, and you shine the camera to a side of the stadium that there's not even one person sitting there. I believe it would be your right and possibly my left based on the handle of the camera that you were using. And I can't even last I see the National Stadium full because of football. If it's not schoolboy football or track and field, no one is out there looking to see that, oh yes, let's get behind the team. Tonight's performance was just an okay performance to me. It's just okay. I mean, there was a lot of long balls, yes, but at the same time, as Ketterer mentioned earlier, these guys are not trying to hold up the ball. But yet still, if you compare the Jamaica squad to the Grenada squad, these guys have a lot of Europe-based players. A lot.
No, but I have to disagree with you.
No, well, you have listened to
they have English-based players, but they're not non-league football.
No, it must. But what he's talking about, our team have a lot of European-based players, but we still play the same long ball.
Exactly.
So
these guys are not settling down to say, okay.
No, Jamaica matter about,
man. No, man, it's okay. It's okay, Ketterer, because the truth is, I for one don't like the fact that when Jamaicans are playing football, it seems as if like it's a one-man show. I mean, before Liam Bailey even came into the side, all I can hear about is, oh, Liam Bailey, a big baller. No, these guys have been some underwhelming performances over the past few months and so, and he's trying to get back to where he is. But yet, all you can hear is he's not doing this, he's not doing that. It is not about Bailey. It's about Jamaica football team. It's team. There's no I in team.
You agree?
So you have to understand that if one man fail, then bench him. Make him realize that, look here, you're supposed to be at 100% and we are getting at 80%. Look here, this is not going to work. You have to make a man realize that, look here, your name does not say that you're a quality player. It's what you can do on the pitch. No, Andre Blake is even a keeper that I personally might say is overrated, but in my books, one of the best. You have a keeper like Kayla Navas, and I believe personally that maybe if Costa Rica did not win to the World Cup back in 2014, I believe. Do you believe that if they didn't win to 2014, he would actually be at Real Madrid?
No, the World Cup, when come them get a showcase. Look on James Rodriguez.
Exactly my point.
James Rodriguez for something for Colombia. James Rodriguez for Colombia. It was the World Cup showcase when put on. Where he end up at Real Madrid?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
And that is that I'm trying to show persons. Look, there are so many quality players out here that I certainly do believe can dominate in whatever league they go into. But I guess there's one thing that seems to always be Jamaican downfall, where they feel as if like, oh, from them go to probably a European league, they feel as if like, yeah,
no, but me understand where you come from Nigeria, but if you understand, said the European level significantly most of the time higher. But I'll say go.
It is high.
People like me have to go cut off and now me have to go for our next show. So before I just give everybody a minute to close off. Mikey, give me a minute. Give us your closing thoughts about the game and just a minute.
My game, I win it. My thought, I win is a win. Ugly or pretty. Right? That is it. Win is
Gio, give you a minute. A closing thought.
The truth is, the team, they played football, yes, but we can do a lot better. That is just the truth. We can do a lot better. Let's see what happens going forward.
All right. Cataract, just give me a minute. I could say, I could close off, you know.
As I said as I started, 3 points, 3 goal difference for injuries. That's what you asked for. It's the result. It was an ugly win. And I again say kudos to Michael Hector and Jamali Waite. And a big welcome home to the young man Kira Anderson. Michael Antonio, make sure you catch the flight, all right? Cool.
All right.
before
Shav.
everybody. Cuba and Honduras is 0-0.
All right. Not bad, not bad.
Half-time.
We have the other scores.
No, well, this one more important to me.
All right, Shav, give me a minute though.
He's top of the league. Michael Hector, he's top of the league. That's all I'm gonna say.
Here go on now, people. Big up on yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. For me, happy for the win. Happy for the win. Still expect a lot more where performance is concerned. Because I believe if we want to go far, if we want to consistently improve, the performance must improve. The results are okay, but the performance must improve. Most of the results we get okay. The smaller teams them, which is expected, we get the result from. But we can't go to smaller teams them and I bring display subpar performance. At least these are the games that we're supposed to. I'd sure say we are trying to do something. And this is how we want to play. And this is our philosophy. And this is our brand of football. Unfortunately, if we can't do that, we might find ourselves in a problem in a short order. Big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much. Please do hit the like button. Really, really appreciate you guys tuning in. This is football. Now everything will go perfect. We wish it be perfect. Right now, we wish we are in Barcelona or Spain, okay, and play them pretty football and get the results in. But unfortunately...
Hey, Scotland beat up Spain today.
See that?
Scotland beat up Spain today.
As they go. Big up on yourself, people. MG Sports TV. Alright, people. Boom.
Look more family. Big up everyone.
Bless up the Adam, so.